Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'll be discussing two essential protocols in networking, which are Imaps and DNS. These protocols play a crucial role in securing email communication and also resolving domain names. So let's get started. IMAPs or Internet Message Access Protocol Secure basically, it's an encrypted version of IMAP used by email clients to retrieve messages securely. Unlike POP3, which downloads and removes emails from server, IMAP allows basically multiple devices to access the same mailbox while keeping messages stored on the server. Uh, the port that IMAPS operates from is port 993 and ensures security through SSL TLS encryption, protecting emails from interception. Moving on. Devocod, basically, Devocod is a popular open, secure IMAP and POP3 server for Linux, known for its security and performance. To install it, you use package managers like apt. Um, Next, configuring IMAPs in Dovecot. To set up secure IMAPs, we need to enable SSL, and TLS encryption. This involves obtaining an SSL certificate, modifying configuration files, and ensuring Dovecot listens on port 993. Uh, Proper firewall rules must also be in place to allow secure IMAP traffic. Um, this slide, you can kind of see exactly kind of the steps on how to take on configuring IMAP in Devicot. But yeah. And hardening recommendations for IMAP security. To enhance security, it's crucial to enforce basically SSL TLS encryption, disable plain text authentication, and implement strong authentication controls. Tools like fail to ban can help. They can basically help prevent brute force attacks, while limited IMAP connection can reduce the risk of denial of service attacks. So these are kind of ways that you can kind of secure yourself from two strong areas or strong attacks, I should say. Um, all right, moving on to DNS. DNS or domain name system is basically the backbone of the internet, translating human readable domain names into IP addresses. That's what DNS basically does. Without DNS, we would need to memorize numeric IP addresses instead of domain names, like example, like Google.com or Yahoo.com. So this does help a lot. It makes it easier for the regular public to use. Um, how does DNS work? DNS basically, when you enter the domain name in the browser, the DNS resolver first checks its cache. If the IP address isn't found, it acquires a root server, which directs it to a top level domain server. The TLD server then refers the resolver to an alternative name server, which finally provides the IP address. Um, that's kind of like a short summary of how DNS works. As far as configuring DNS on Windows, in Windows Server, the DNS server role must be installed via Server Manager. After installation, administrators can create zones and records and records. ensuring proper domain resolution. Additionally, um, IIS can be configured to bind websites to specific DNS names. Right here, it's kind of like a breakdown on this slide of how you can kind of take step by step on configuring DNS on Windows. Um, and then moving on to configuring DNS on Linux with Bind. On Linux, Bind is widely used DNS server. The installation process varies by distribution, but configuration involves setting up forward and reverse zones, defining records, and restarting the Bind service. Again, a little summary of how to configure DNS on Linux, but here in the slides, are how exactly step by step you should take to configuring DNS on Linux. Lastly, hardening techniques, basically to secure um, DNS or recommendations. To secure DNS, we can enable DNSSEC to prevent spoofing, restrict recursive queries, to prevent amplification attacks, and implement firewall rules to limit authorized access. Rate limiting can further protect against DDoS attacks by restricting excessive queries. So here are some more hardening recommendations and step by step on how to take these and make these a permanent thing. All in all, in summary, Imaps ensures secure email access by encrypting communication between clients and mail servers, while DNS enables domain name resolution for internet connectivity. Both protocols are essential, and securing them through encryption, authentication controls, and firewall rules is crucial for cybersecurity. Um, this is something that we want to keep in mind moving forward, and ensure that we take the proper steps to use this and utilize these protocols. Um, in all, I would say that um, the one that I would feel that is probably more important or more interesting is the IMAPs. The reason why, um, just the way that it just interacts itself with the servers, and having to bring the point of emails. This is something that we know that we do use nowadays a lot, and we take in practice. I think everybody has emails and email addresses, not just one but multiple ones. And with taking in consideration IMAPs, I think that um, this is something that everyone should put into practice. And again, in these slides, we can kind of see all the ways that you can put this into play in your own server, um, along with DNS. Again, DNS. This is not taking all the not taking the importance from DNS, but DNS is also something very important that we should keep in mind. And not just important, but it's something that helps us, and helps the regular Joe kind of understand what they're doing with their domains, and it makes it easier for us to kind of um, um, just browse through different aspects of the internet. But all in all, at the end, we just want to make sure that we are secure, and applying these hardening recommendations are in these slides will help us move forward and put this into action. You know, um, This was very informative. I'm glad that we talked about this topics. Thank you, and thanks for watching.